Hi and welcome. Hello and welcome. I thought I'd do this scream. Happy New Year. I thought I would do this live today because I've been really reflecting on life, and I think we've been distracted a lot with phones. And your phone is like playing a slot machine and we're losing. We compare ourselves to others a lot, and society dictates a lot. And I realize that so many people are losing their homes. The internet can be a really good strength, really good and powerful place, but it can also mislead and destroy. And I feel that that's what's happening to a lot of people. We compare ourselves to others and start getting jealous over people whose lives are really not the way that they portray it to be. So focus on you. I met a woman 2 days ago. I was walking down the street. She asked me for some money. I said, no, I don't give money. She said, but she's hungry. I said, okay, let's go to what do you want to eat? She told me that she wanted pizza. I said, okay. I took her to the pizza shop. I bought her the pizza. I just didn't want to buy her the pizza because it's cold here. I wanted to try and get her a roof over her head. So I took her to the pizza, and then I started asking her questions. And I asked her about the local soup kitchen. And she went into one. And then she shooed me away and said, you know what? You've done enough, thank you. So I said, that's why you're in the position you're in. Because you probably met a lot of people that want to help you. And ignorance is really costing you a lot. So I walked off. Then I went to where I was going. On the way back, I said to the guy, I went in the shop. She wasn't there. I said to the guy, what's happened to the woman? So he was saying that she's gone. She'll be back in a minute. I said, give me the pizza. So he gave me the pizza. As I was walking up the road, I could hear her calling me. And I asked her, what is it? She said, the pizza. I said, that's not how you get what you want. You don't talk to people like that if you want things. You have to know how to treat people. So I'm sweating, I'm shaking, excuse me. But she apologized. I said, look, I've come here and taken time out of my own day to try and help you. I just didn't want to give you a meal. I wanted to try and solve a problem. She said she lost her 2-bedroom house. She had everything. She lost absolutely everything, which made me start to think about life. And we're being distracted. We're focusing on all the wrong things. She said she had a nice car, a 2-bedroom house, and you could see that if she fixed herself up, she's an attractive girl. I was even tempted to bring her home. But when I saw the way that she carried on, I thought, I cannot reward your bad behavior. But I gave her the pizza anyway because I could see that she was hungry. And I did buy it for her. So I gave her the pizza. But I realized that as we're distracted and focusing on all the wrong things, we're missing. We're not building relationships. We are building wealth, but we're not building relationships. And yes, money is good, but everything we work for, we're going to die and leave behind for someone else to enjoy. But you see, the relationships and how you make people feel and how if you have a problem, I see people with 10,000 followers and they have no one to call when problem comes and they need help. I see people spending money they don't have to buy things they don't need, to impress people they don't even like. Why? That's what I'm trying to find. You know, I kind of isolate myself because I realize the conversations are not conversations anymore. We don't really have, there's no depth. It's all about me, me, me. So there's not, you know, I speak to people and they say, have you got nothing to say? But what can I say if you're just talking about yourself? I'm listening. So there's a disconnect because we all seem to look well and we pretend to live well. But are we actually living well? Because when you go indoors and there's no one there, or you have a lot of, I see people with a lot of people around them, but as soon as their back's turned, they ain't got anything good to say about them. So why are they there? And that's why I keep myself to myself. I think the real flex isn't what you own. It's how much peace you have. Can you sit on your own in a room for 30 minutes without distractions? Do you enjoy your own company? How do you look at life? I've had to delete a few people because they made all the right sounds. They didn't do anything. Nothing ever came through. Now, you know, when you have a lot to give, you have to get something. We don't give to receive, but there has to be something. You can't just give and give and give because you'll be drained dry. And right now, I don't have the time or the energy for anybody. I'm tired. So I do my podcasts to get people to a good place. I'm here. I do it every week, almost 3 years. I do my 5-minute podcast. Do you know how long it takes and how much energy? But I just want to help who I can. That's why I'm here, to do what I can to help who I can. I don't know what I've done here, but I'm not really familiar with YouTube, so you're going to have to excuse me because I don't know if you're typing messages or anything. I just want to give you the message because I think we need more seeds of love and we actually need each other more than we think. I'm seeing people with the best of the best getting evicted because they spent money on rent, on material foolishness rather than their rent. So how do we help? You know, no one knows where tomorrow's going to put them. If they had good relationships, they would have people there to help them. And I think that's what we need. We need people more than we give credit for. Money can buy material stuff. It cannot buy love. It cannot give you peace. I left my job because it was morally wrong for me. And even though I don't have that wage, I have peace. And I live quite a simple life, and that's the life that I want. I like people. I like to see people smile. You know, I like to help. As I said, if the woman didn't, if she wasn't rude, she'd be in my house. I would have brought her home, given her, you know, put her here. But I realized that she's homeless for a reason. And even though it saddens me, I can't help anyone who don't want help, who's not actually seeking that help. At some point in your life, you have to be humble. And when you're humble, people will help you. Life is short. Live well. Do the best you can. Never give up on yourself. I've made massive mistakes. And no one is more proud than me from the journey that I've come from to where I am now. And there's nothing special about me. If I can do it, you can do it. You are, uniquely you. None of us are perfect. Find a tribe that accepts you just the way you are. Me, if I've got nothing good to say, I prefer to say nothing. I bless it and left it. I walk away because I don't want to be stressed to no one, and I don't want no one to be stressful to me. I just want to give you my messages of love for 2026 and encouragement. I want you to do the best that you possibly can. Never allow anyone to tell you that you are less than. Reach your goals in 2026. A tree with beautiful leaves but shallow roots fails in the first storm because there is no foundation. Build that. You deserve that. I don't know. I can see. I don't know if anybody has any questions, because I would like some, because I'm not really good at just talking to myself. I can see there's a few of you here, but I don't know if you've written any questions, because I would really like to answer, because I'm a problem solver, and that's why I'm here, and that's what I like to do. I like to help others the way I would like someone to help me. So, yeah. And I'm wishing you a happy new year too. And I do think that, yes, we will definitely have a good year this year. But I also think that for the people that are not awake, we need to wake up, because social media is distracting us from our own goals and our own achievements. It's good in one way, because and then in other ways, I think it's distracting us from what's happening in the real world. And so many people are turning away. It's hard. If you're not ready for life, then my podcast is definitely not for you, because I'm trying to wake up the sleeping lions. I'm not for the sheep. We all have a life, to have a future. So kind words, what do kind words cost? Absolutely nothing. I'm not asking for anything. I'm just here to encourage you to do the best you can, not just for yourself, but for anyone you can. But if they abuse you, they should lose you. They don't deserve you. And it's as simple as that. You have everything you need inside. Everything. And focus on yourself, because you'll reach your destination. Focus on other people can't help you, because you don't live their life. You live yours. So please, look at yourself, focus on yourself, do what you have to do. I want to ask you a question though. If your internet cut out today, where would you be? Who would you be? What would you do? Do you think you can survive? Because I'm going live because I'm really trying to help people. When I'm on the street, there's so many people that come up to me with all different kinds of problems. And society's getting worse. Our leaders are failing us. Why? Because they do what they want and we just accept it. There's other people out there that are very strong, that can make a difference, that can impact people. And why are we not in position? Why is no one saying anything? Any questions? Anything anyone wants to discuss? No. I just, I'm not very good at just talking to myself, to be honest. And I do appreciate you. I really do. And I really wish the best for everyone. It doesn't matter. I keep my heart clean. It doesn't matter what you do to me. I will refuse to let my heart become dark because other people. I refuse to let anyone affect me. And that's just how I live my life. If you as I said, you abuse me, you lose me. I do what I can when I can. And I think, it's nice to look good. Me, today, no makeup, nothing. I'm not here to impress you with my appearance. It's my mind that I want you to see. And my heart that should shine louder than anything else. That you can see here. Because I do a lot for a lot of people. I don't want to see anybody suffering. And, I think we give a lot of people money. We see people on the street begging, we give them money. That's not actually helping them. That's why they're on the street, because they know that they can beg. If you find a roof for them, if you can get something, a roof, a hot meal, giving them money is, you're encouraging them to go out more and more and beg instead of looking for a job. Find them a job or find something for them to do, because then they can sustain themselves. But giving them money is just a temporary fix. They're happy until tomorrow. And it's like a lot of us in life. We want this, we get it. And then tomorrow we want that. We're never satisfied. Happiness comes from inside. It's not out there. Because as long as out there gives you happiness, you're not happy. You're really not happy. And it's a tough thing, bitter pill. But me, I'm here. I talk my truth. Everyone around me gets my truth. It might not be your truth, but it is mine. I'm not going to lie or deceive anyone because there's no reason to. I want the very, very best. And I do wish you all the very best. And I hope that you claim your happiness in 2026 and you just shine as bright as you can. And never let negativity get your company. Okay? Or even if they get it, don't let them keep it. Because that's their problem, not yours. Do not make their problem yours. And I made a mug. Do you like it? It says born different. And I have my top on, which I made as well. Born different. Because I am. I'm not. I don't want to be like anyone else. And I am not like anyone else. And so you are uniquely you. I am uniquely me. I've made a lot of societal mistakes. But I believe that God has given me work to do. And everything I've gone through is not in vain. It's going to be put to good use. And that's to try my best to make sure no one else has to walk in my shoes. And to make, to add to others. When you open your mouth, you tell people who you are. So do your best to add to others. If you do not have anything good to say, I will always say, don't say anything, please. Because everybody's suffering in some way or another. Everybody. So please, be kind. It costs, what does it cost? Nothing. You want people to be good to you, please be good to others. Well, I wish you the best. How long have I? Right, I've done 20 minutes. I can't believe I've been sitting here talking for 20 minutes. But yes, I really do wish you the very best. And I promise that I'm going to show up much more often now. Okay? At least once a week. You just have to tell me what day you prefer me to be here. And I will be here. Because I will do anything what I can to help you. If you have any problems, reach out. Let's try and solve it together. And if you know anyone out there suffering, help them, please. Or direct them to me. I am one person, but I will do my best. I do a lot for others. As I said, if you abuse me, you lose me. And if you drain me, then I'll have to love you from a distance. Because I need my good energy to give to other people. And I suggest you do the same. Do not when you know there's things to let go, don't be frightened to let it go. It's hard at first, but it really does get easier. And you can also explain to people that you're not there to stress anyone out. And you don't want anyone to stress you. And if I start stressing you, then I'm going to bless you and left you. Okay? Because I'm here to help and I'm not here to hinder. And you walk away. And you do it in the nicest possible way. We don't need to be harsh or rude to each other. We don't need to hurt other people. Everybody's hurting. Everybody's got their own crosses to carry. So add to them. Don't take away. And if you want to insult anyone, insult me, because I've been insulted my whole life. So I'm used to it. All right? So it bounces off now. I've gone past the stage where things affect me, especially from people that I don't know. So, yes, I wish you all the very best. I'm going to love you and leave you. Hopefully, I will see you in a week. If you, please, let me know what day. I'm still trying to figure out what days because I do have a lot of visitors and stuff. So, I'll work it out. If you have a specific time or day, just let me know. GMT. Okay? Stay blessed, and I wish you the very best. Peace. Now, how do I cut this thing now? How do I cut off the live now? See, I don't have a clue. Let me just... Can anyone help? How do I... Oh, is this it? Nope. Oh, Lord. Well, at least you saw me on my first live. I'll have to close the whole app. I wish you the best. Take care. See you soon.